Experts in the nation's education sector have identified digital literacy as the antidote to tackle poverty, unemployment, and malpractices in national exams. Their standpoint and many more were the submissions of stakeholders who monitored a computer-based exam organized by the Oyo State Post-Primary Teaching Service Commission for prospective teaching and non-teaching applicants. The consensus there is that the system, if adopted, will promote educational advancement and economic growth. Our correspondent, Olutayo Famous School, has more details in this report.
The impact of digital literacy is multifaceted and far-reaching, affecting various aspects of individuals, communities, and society as a whole. This computer-based exam, organized by the Oyo State Post-Primary School Teaching Service Commission, is targeted at 7,000 applicants for teaching jobs and 3,000 non-teaching jobs. However, more than 50,000 individuals applied for the positions, highlighting the staggering unemployment rate across the country.
We have a mass recruitment of teachers in Oyo State. So the first was done almost 4 years ago. And because many people have retired, many people have resigned, and we have a lot of deaths since the period of COVID-19. So there are vacancies, and once we informed the governor, he approved the recruitment of 7,500 teachers and 300 non-teaching staff.
Organizers of these exams adopted computer-based examination model to put a 3-day time frame for its conduct. They say this strategy would improve employability, enhance education, increase access to information, and better healthcare outcomes.
Well, I mean, these are the days of digital literacy and digital economy. So anybody that wants to employ anybody must look for people that are digitally competent.
The experience was very terrible. I was scheduled for 1 o'clock, but I've been here since like 8 o'clock. But the crowd was too much. I guess next time we should follow the schedule as we have printed it out in the CBT on our online portal.
The Oyo State government can, have a better, option or opinion for any computer-based test. Like now, people that traveled from different regions still in Oyo State. I think people from Bamgbose now, we have a state university there. They can actually use LAUTECH. LAUTECH has a center-based test room there.
Experts here say by acquiring digital literacy skills, individuals can navigate and thrive in an increasingly digital world, leading to improved socio-economic outcomes and a better quality of life. Olutayo Famous School, Arise News.
All right, Muyiwa, Bamgbose, an education consultant and ICT expert, joins us now from our Lagos studios. Hello, good evening, Muyiwa, and very warm welcome to Newsnight. Tell us, I mean, this is like a small employment revolution in Oyo State. 7,500 teachers are needed to fill the vacancies there, right?
Yep. You're correct, yes.
All right, but are the applicants...
And 50,000 applied.
Wow. Now, tell us now, are the applicants, trained educationists, teachers, or could it be just for want of what to do? Let me apply as a teacher, the zeal, the enthusiasm isn't there. Is that what you saw with the, computer-based test for now?
Well, I'll say it was a mixed, potpourri, all kinds of people. There were people who knew their onions. There were people who were there to try. There were people who were there to learn. So it was all sorts of people. But it indicated that there's a need for work. People want to work. And our own job was to sift through the avalanche of people, because it was really an avalanche, to get the needed people who could do the jobs. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I mean, from 50,000 that you're able to cut it down to 7,500. That, was quite, must have been Herculean indeed. But tell us, and the performances, because one issue that Nigerians have been inundated with in recent times is that, there is this falling standard of education in Nigeria, which some of us don't believe, but only believe that it's an individual thing. From the CBT examinations, what are your thoughts in this regard? Are the standards lowering or they are rising?
I don't think the standards are going down. It depends on how you look at it. If you're just looking at learning by rote, just giving back what you were given, then maybe the standard may look like it's not what we used to be used to. But if you're looking at innovativeness, ability to adapt, to be relevant, I don't think the standard has gone down. As a matter of fact, it's easier to make assessment more definite, more effective, So in other words, you can get what you want, with digital accuracy, precision, better than going through scripts. And the person who's going to mark could be tired when he's marking. The examiner could be stressed, But with the computer, it's what you do that you get. So I think the standard has not gone down. There's no choice. It has to go up. And we have to just get better at what we're doing.
Well, that's really gladdening to the heart. But let's look at the focus. I know you are not just an education consultant, but an ICT expert. Yes, the world, the federal government, the state government are pumping a lot of resources into AI and the rest, trying to develop STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics issues. But the teachers you are employing, are we going to have some of them who are experts in skills acquisitions, technical skills acquisitions, for primary and secondary schools in this area? Or are we still going to be doing the history of Lord Lugard and Mungo Park, discovered the River Niger and the rest, when we know that in Jeba, we had the indigenous people around there up to, Lokoja and even my place in the Niger Delta?
Okay, maybe they discovered the guy who discovered them. Well, the fact is this. There's room for skills, but skills have to be birthed on solid knowledge foundation. No matter what skills you want to use, if you are better with your literacy and numeracy, and maybe some knowledge of science, you are better. So for me, the basic education is basic. It's going to equip the kids who will become the adults with what they need to navigate. Things keep changing. Even the skills we talk about, they keep changing. We're in the information age, and changes in the speed of thought. Things change overnight, and what you thought you knew, you just find out you have to unlearn that and take a new skill. But if you have the basic knowledge that you need, then you can adapt. That's the beauty of education. So yes, there will be some skills there. I think in the basic education, they have pre-vocational skills. But that's not the real focus for now. It's getting people properly equipped to navigate whatever they want to do in life. Yeah.
Okay, great. And of course, that is going to come from the teachers that your state government is about recruiting and getting into the system. I asked this specifically because of the deficiency in, certain skills that are not or no longer, or there are dearth of such skills in Nigeria: bricklaying, welders, masons, and carpenters, and what have you. You find this middle-level manpower being imported from neighboring countries and the rest. And Nigerians think that this is quite alarming. Why aren't our children learning this again, like, some of our colleagues did when they went to science technical schools, where they taught them from welding to carpentry to mason and the rest before they went on to maybe polytechnics, and even where they stopped, they continued. Why are we not having that in this situation?
Well, it's an economic problem. It's a system problem. We, as a people, we prefer to respect certificates than competency, and that makes it difficult for anyone to go in that direction of skills acquisition. But you also need to realize that we have some problems in the society. So young people who should be learning would rather ride, Okada, and make some money for the day. If you talk to most of the people who are artisans who were skilled, they will tell you that they can't get people to learn. They can't get, the apprentices that they need, because they are all busy riding Okada, where they can make 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a day, and so they just say to themselves, why do I have to go hold a welding thong and affect my eyes? So we have an economic problem as a systemic problem. And I don't know what's going to get us out of it. I've been to India. I've seen what they do, the scale. I mean, if you talk of neighboring countries, I mean, those ones are all still, they're also trying. But, we're so far. And I get worried. If you want to build your house, you can't get a good electrician, you can't get a good plumber. The plumber works in your house. It's either the water doesn't run or it doesn't stop running. The electrical contraction will cause fire and all sorts of things. When you look at the plastering, they have to come and cover it up because it's not smooth. So I don't know how we're going to get out of that problem if we allow the young people to keep riding Okada. I think something has to be done to stop things that distract them, like gives them an early access to money, which doesn't last. Because, for how long will you ride an Okada before you have broken limbs and you have to now find some other things to do? So, maybe it's a problem. It's a problem. I don't know how we're going to get out of it.
It's going to be a total regeneration of Nigerian primary, secondary education system again. Not, reinventing the wheel, but sometimes probably we'll need to go back. If you ask me what I would want to do again in my second coming, I probably want to be a Freemason or a plumber, because that's where the real money is now.
Yeah, of course now, yeah, yes. But you see, parents are also a problem. There was a time I tried to set up skills acquisition in a school, a private philanthropic school. It was a mission school. And we got people to come and teach them how to make shoes, how to do plumbing, how to do bricklaying. And the parents came and said, look, sir, this is what we're praying that our kids will not do. We don't want them to make shoes and do plumbing and sew clothes. That's why we brought them to school. And I had to say, I'm sorry, I thought this is something good. So the outlook, how we look on all the people, how we look down on them, makes parents, they want their kids to become doctors, lawyers, and engineers, not anything less than that. Even they don't want to be teachers. So I think it's a systemic problem. We've got to know that we have a problem.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Muyiwa. But I know, I mean, the likes of you would change that narrative very soon because probably what you need to do is to go into the hinterlands.
We can do so
yeah,
much.
go into the hinterlands and get the boys, you know, who are ready for, you know, new knowledge acquisition, skills acquisitions, and the rest. And in 2-3 years, they become masters of their own. Muyiwa Bamgbose,
we hope
education
there will be
consultant and ICT expert. Thanks
Thank
so
you,
very
sir.
much for joining us on News.
Thank you.